Hi, my name is Curly, I'm a DJ producer and this is my vlog. So as you can see, this vlog is a little bit different. That's because I wanted to change things up a little. As I mentioned in my last vlog, I'm doing this mix in Ableton, but I still want to record the EQ in. And what I mean by that is I want to hook up a MIDI to my laptop and record the EQ. Now, at home I have Pioneer DDJ SB2. Wow, that went really well. DDJ SB2. Well, I have that controller. The reason why I want to use this with Ableton is because I'm used to the layout, how the EQs are, how the faders are. So when I'm doing the recording, I don't have to spend time on thinking like, okay, I want to EQ the low end, where's the button and everything. So I was like, okay, I know how to use this. Is it possible for me to connect this to Ableton? And I had to go through a little bit of research and I found out, yes, you can connect this to Ableton. So as you can see here at the top corner, you can see that you have like MIDI data coming through, and I was like, I wasn't sure like how to map this. No, actually I knew how to map this, but it kind of didn't work. So I was like, what am I doing wrong? And I realized it was simple things under the settings. So I'm just gonna show you like what settings do you need to have and how can you map this? How did I map this? Alright, so I'm just gonna open up settings. So under the audio, you don't need to select this from here. I thought you have to, you don't. You go straight under the MIDI and sync. So I was a little bit worried that I couldn't find the DDJ SB2 under the control surface, but that's not the problem either. Leave it as none. So what is important is that you select the controller under the input, especially in this situation where I need to just record the incoming signal. That's the most important to me. That means that I actually don't really need to select the output. You can choose this, but in this situation it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna leave it as none. And here what is another important feature is that you need to have remote done. Track also, but I think it's by default done. Let me check. Well, anyway, have track and remote done, and these are the preferences. Alright, so when it comes to mapping, so you will need an EQ3 on both channels. Like select the feature that you want to map, right click, edit map, or you can see the shortcut here, which is Command M. The first thing that you want to do is just click on the fader. So this is the volume control. So click there, move the fader on your controller, and boom, you have this here. So I'm going to set the maximum value to -1. You can have it however you prefer this. Let's do the other deck as well. So I'm just going to change this. Alright, so the faders are done. Now I'm going to do the low end. Click on this, okay, deck 1, this one. I set the maximum value to 0 and the minimum to -40. I'm sorry, -40, yeah. So the reason why I chose these values is because I don't need to go over the 0 dB, and I don't really need to go under the -40 dB either, because the difference isn't that noticeable. Is it like -60 or -40? What I mean by that, I can be more precise. If I put this like -60s, then the whole range that the knob can move is 60 dB. But if I keep it like -40, it's 40, so I can be more precise. Okay, now let's do the next one. So this will be the mid-range. Oh. What am I doing? Okay. -40. Now I'm going to do the high range. And basically you're going to do the same thing on the other deck as well. If you're someone who uses fader, here's X icon. You can just click here and you can like assign fader to it. Right now you can see the fader appeared, and if you come here you can you need to exit the mapping mode, and here now you can set the A and B, and you can see here on the right as I'm moving the crossfade, you can see how it does the same here in Ableton. But since I don't use this, I don't need this feature, so I'm going back here and I'm just deleting this. So one of the other features that I used was high pass and low pass filter. You can do this by, you need EQ 8, 2 of these. I want to see, all right. So we don't, okay. So for the high pass filter, you are going to get rid of these, change it to this, like this, and this will be the low pass filter, and you're going to do the opposite. All right. Now you would have to assign 2 different buttons on the low pass and high pass. So you cannot have like one filter knob where like if you turn it on the right it's going to be high pass, and if you turn it on the left it's gonna be low pass. So you cannot do this, but you can assign, let's say, the filter button to be low pass. No, sorry, high pass. So this is your high pass, see, and leave it like that, and select any other knob. I use the level beats button up here on the controller, so I use this one. So now when I exit, so the level beats button acts now as a low pass filter. You can see it's filtering here. And the filter knob itself acts as a high pass filter, you can see here. As you can see, I set the maximum value to 0, so that means when I turn the knob all the way to maximum, that will be my 0, and when I turn the knob all the way to minimum, that will be my -40. Now, if I use the original setting, which is meant to be used with Serato DJ, that means that my 0 dB will be 12 o'clock right up, and you can see right now when I do this in Ableton it's 13.9. You have to rethink how you use the buttons. You can't like use the way that you used it with Serato DJ. You have to like relearn a little bit. Alright, so now I'm just gonna show you how you can record this. I'm just gonna open a different file. So, don't save. So here I have done all the mapping already, as you can see. So when you start playing the track, what you do is just, I'm just gonna mute this. You're just gonna hit the record button here. And now whatever you do, see as it turns red, it means it's recording your action. So right now I'm just randomly pushing out, like turning all the knobs. So just so you could see this. So if I start recording, you could see that all the automations that you have made now pop up here. So you can see what you made. Yeah, I'm just gonna make it like a little bit more obvious. So here you can see my masterpieces. Yeah. Alright, so I hope this vlog has been helpful to you. I hope you find some tips and tricks to use yourself. Let me know in the comments if you want to know something more, and see you in 2 weeks' time. Okay? Bye!